King. Batman is fat. Where the fuck can I hear myself? What's going on, boys? I just realized that not showing up. Capture capture card. So the plan is to play my Peace Walker playthrough that we just did a day ago or 2 days ago. Volgan's Bulge. Oh yeah, that giant white screen is sure pleasant. Wow. Give me a sec. Great. This is eating into my stream time, which is a very short amount. I didn't notice that there was nothing there, or I would have tried to fix it off stream. Ah. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna just we're gonna jump on the be right back screen, put on some music. I'm gonna try and deal with this. Alright, I don't know what the fuck that was about. Can't find a good capture device for the fucking life of me. Alright, so this Peace Walker run is resuming from the one I did yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever it was. So we're like 6 hours into it, I think. Viewer Walker. Oh, I didn't do the inspect thing, did I? I'll do that in a minute. Alright, let's check up on the staff. Oh, the staff are good. R&D. Good. $7,000 GMP. Viewer's been embezzling GMP again. Ogle Bogle? Of course, the attack chopper.
Snake.
Jump into a boss right away.
You've got to take it out somehow. Either neutralize the soldiers or bring down the chopper. Good luck.
Let's see. Well, I'm probably only going to be here for like less than 2 hours today because the schedule. Calling for someone else to replace me. And I don't want to eat into anyone else's time. Unless it's like DRK because he streams too much, so. Okay, attack chopper. Fucking solid magazine. How late?
Catarata de la Muerte means waterfall of death.
Huh. How cheerful.
I am sure it will be no problem for you, Snake. Especially compared to all the dire situations you've faced in the past.
Yeah, easy to say now. We'll see what really happens.
Sorry.
Solidus.
Still, you have surprised me. Everything they say about the legend is true.
I'm neither hero nor legend. But for some reason, I don't mind you calling me that.
Thanks. Be careful, Snake. Peace.
Don't even think about facing a chopper head-on. Guerrilla tactics would work well in a place like that. Moving from tree to tree will make it hard to get a fix on you from the air. That's your best chance.
Good thinking, Commandante. You clearly know your way around a battlefield.
Enough, boss. Time to stop talking and start using your ears. When you're hiding, you won't be able to see the chopper that well. It's important to use sound to get a read on its position. You could also try taking out its tail rotor. That would greatly reduce its mobility. And watch out for ground troops.
Copy that, Commandante.
Thank God, no Chico. Oh, Huey. The name's Huey. We're good, aren't we? Do it. Yeah, I would have finished Apache's MGS2, but I have literally no saves. Nothing. I thought I would. Everything is like plant cleared and whatnot.
Eliminate that squadron, Snake. They haven't seen you yet. Perfect. Now's your chance.
Okay. Jack some dudes.
Bolton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Bolton recovery helicopter is complete.
Scene 22. Last week, yeah, MGS2 is. I haven't seen. I haven't checked in everything, but it does seem to be live a lot. Oh, you're fucking kidding me.
Bolton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
You going? Looks like it, yeah.
Backup units deployed now!
Come on. Kind of fucked this up, I think. No, I blew it. If I wanted to do it, stealth no kills or whatever, blew it. I'll give it a few tries. Otherwise, if it takes too long, I'm just gonna bomb the fuck out of the helicopter. RPG.
Neutralize the enemy troops.
Gonna throw
They're
that
trying to
smoke
find
a
you.
bit earlier next
Make
time.
sure they don't.
Oh right, they start off on the ground.
What is it? Enemies!
Fucking asshole saw me. Ugh. The first guys don't have to jump out.
Neutralize the
I
enemy
forgot.
troops.
What is
They're
it?
trying to find you. Make sure they don't. Watch your back! Bolton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
I think there's 4 groups. You don't need the ammo. Smoke and yeah. Go away. I hate that effect. It sucks ass. Second grenade.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Please no see me. You shouldn't be running out of smokes, I mean, unless you're fucking it up pretty badly. Well, of course you have to, like, I upgrade smokes as I go from the start of the game, because I know occasionally I really want them for a spot like this. Can't remember what this is, like how many smokes you get before you upgrade. Come on, come on, come on. Just stumbling. Oh well.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Fulton recovery
Oh, there we go.
helicopter is complete.
No. Boltons do I have left? Shit, only 3. There we go. Tommy standing up. You fucking prick. I had like one more group of dudes to go, but I got impatient and stood up when I was running around. Virtually no damage.
Enemies close by!
That was close-ish. Man. Not moving. Damage is fucking pitiful. That's the wrong supply marker, but whatever. Ow.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. This will be sent out shortly.
Come on. Back is so annoying.
Move in!
bombed here. Yep. Should be all of them. Too high. Dude, a little too hard to
Neutralize the enemy troops. That's gotta be the leader.
There we
You
go.
take him down.
There goes his helmet. Stop peeking your head out of there. Fuck, I was hoping I could get that last shot in. Before it hit me. Fuck. Sweet, I got a helicopter now.
That takes care of their leader. Recover him and it's mission complete.
New insignia. Forming Fulton recoveries. New uniform developed, the sneaking suits.
I got a report in from the R&D team. They finished plans for a new Hex-type plant, and today they're gonna start construction on the first block. Can't wait to finally say goodbye to this scrap heap. Only thing is, we don't have nearly enough GMP. We'll need to recruit more soldiers to get more GMP. You know what to do, Snake.
Thanks for putting me on the R&D team, Snake. I'll cut to the chase. We've commenced development on our own bipedal weapon. The only thing is, we don't exactly have easy access to resources here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have the budget of a defense department behind us.
I understand. That's why I want to ask you something. If you fight any more AI weapons, could you try to gather as many of their parts as you can? That would really make things go a lot smoother.
Again, easier said than done.
If anyone could do it, you can, boss. You single-handedly took out the pupa.
True.
Look, if you're not interested, I can just work with what we have here. I'm not trying to force you to take unnecessary risks. You're the boss around here.
All right. No promises. But I'll think about it.
Great. Also, each AI weapon has a head part that serves as the core of its armament. Recovering a head part will allow you to use the weapon associated with that part. But those guys won't go down without a fight, so don't get too preoccupied with this stuff.
Don't worry. I'm not about to risk my life for a bunch of scrap.
I would hope not. One more thing. Our new bipedal weapon needs a name.
Good point. We can't keep calling it our bipedal weapon.
I had a talk with Miller, and we came up with Metal Gear Zeke.
Metal Gear.
Zeke?
Yep. As you know, Metal Gear was coined by Granin.
And Zeke?
It's a name the US military gave to Japanese aircraft that flew during World War II. Zeke was the Japanese Navy's best fighter plane. So are you okay with that, Snake?
Sure. Fine by me.
Miller was saying that an army without borders will need a deterrent against other countries. He's right. With Metal Gear, MSF can achieve true independence.
Here's hoping.
Boss, I'm starting to wonder if recruiting the soldiers with a Fulton isn't a little heavy-handed.
I already don't like where this is going.
I think the voluntary approach could be more pragmatic. Technically, we're not a corporate entity, but at our size, that's not too far from the truth. We can't keep using guerrilla tactics to find new blood. To search for volunteers, select recruit from the menu, or select trade to exchange soldiers with other mercenary units.
Yeah, provided we've got the friends for that.
Alright. Those 20 guys to work. Metal Gear. Bipedal tank is now ready for development. So basically you farm different loads of different mechs and slowly RNG get parts for Metal Gear. And now we can recruit. Except recruiting is really slow, so I don't even like to do it. New plant has been built. Hex plants now. No, not hex plants yet. It looks like they're squares. Okay.
The new plant is a hex type. That gives it more surface area than previous types, and also makes it easier to plan expansions. We're gonna make this place huge.
Hex, huh? Like a beehive.
Nothing wrong with that. They say the honeycomb design is one of the strongest. I hear they're even thinking of using it in tank armor.
Good enough for me. I'll see about finding us some worker bees.
Appreciate it, boss.
Game was a thing for bees. Oh yeah, we just got the sneaking suit.
The sneaking suit is a specialized uniform for stealth missions. It provides excellent camo in any stage. Even better, you won't make a sound when you walk.
Ooh, so I won't need to tiptoe all the time.
And to top it off, it also makes your wounds heal faster. The fabric exerts just the right amount of pressure on your body to help stop bleeding.
Huh. Not a bad little trick.
Amanda and her crew tell me they've managed to identify several different categories of mercenaries employed by the CIA.
Give me a rundown.
Let's see.
Sounds like info I could use.
No problem. I'll go through them in order. The type of enemy you'll be seeing most is the type that patrols and guards a specific operational area. For the sake of convenience, Amanda's crew calls the outdoor ones patrolmen and the indoor ones guards. They might look like they're just out for a stroll, but don't be fooled. They're sharper than they look. All of their senses are finely honed. Normally, they'll patrol along fixed routes, but when the alert level is raised, they'll assume a more efficient alert posture and focus on defending specific points. That's bad for you. Obviously, they can hold their own in combat, and with body armor, it'll be even harder to take them down. If they're wearing a bulletproof helmet, you can forget about one-shot kills. Just a heads up. You'll need to be smart about using camo and pick your routes. The most important thing is to avoid detection. There are areas out there where enemy soldiers are deployed in multiple layers for extra coverage. More than a few of those will be attacking you from a distance, rooftops and far-off vantage points. Try not to get too distracted by nearby enemies, because you could be leaving yourself wide open to longer-range attacks.
I'll be careful.
We know there are variations in the kinds of gear patrolmen and commandos wear, especially the body armor. Our scouts report that an enemy's defense and firing accuracy are directly proportional to how heavy their gear is.
Those must be the guys with the highest combat skills. They can fight in heavier gear without their performance suffering.
Supposedly, it's pretty easy to tell the difference in gear just by looking. So remember, use extra caution when dealing with enemies wearing heavy gear.
The name's Yui.
Snake, I need your opinion. How strong are the enemy's mercenaries?
They're well trained. They've got more than enough men. Seasoned, too. A lot of them probably saw action in Vietnam. They're a tough bunch. And armed to the teeth. I don't think I've ever seen a mercenary force field that many tanks and attack choppers.
It shows how much cash they have to throw around. And connections. How did they get access to such weapons?
How do you think? They're backed by the one and only CIA.
And here we are. Half of us farmers, and the other half students. Children, even. And weapons. We're so short on guns, we have to steal them from the enemy. As much as I hate to say it, we're always going to be on the defensive.
I know.
And mi viejo. Without him,
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if we can win. Can we, Snake?
Stop feeling sorry for yourself.
But...
Amanda,
what?
listen to me. Don't ever let your men hear you talk like that. You're their leader, and a leader has to stand tall, even when times get tough, when it feels like the fear and uncertainty could crush you. You're the one your comrades look to for reassurance. That's what a leader is. Don't forget it.
Snake.
If you're looking for comfort, go find a church. That's all I've got to say.
You are right. I am sorry. I need to pull myself together.
You'll be fine. I know you have it in you.
Thank you, Snake.
Old Scratch, you old bastard.
La CIA calls their new toy Peace Walker, eh?
Yeah. So,
It is an insult to us Nicos.
because of the guy you were talking about, Walker.
See, although it happened over 100 years ago. Back then, the political parties in Nicaragua were at each other's throats. The Nicaraguan Democratic Party hired an American mercenary to help counter their enemies, the Conservative Party.
And that was Walker.
After taking care of the conservatives, Walker decided to seize power in Nicaragua for himself, eventually making himself president.
Huh. The Democratic Party gave him an inch, and he took the whole country.
But it did not end there. Not only did he make English an official language, he tried to reintroduce slavery. Walker's goal was to build a Caribbean empire centered on the American South.
Caribbean Empire. Huh. Sounds kind of like what Coldman is trying to pull off.
The gringos are
Hayden,
always like that.
what time do you
They
want to take
invent
over?
some convenient excuse to trample all over foreign countries like they own the place. Peace Walker. Ha!
What happened to Walker in the end?
A united Central American army led by Costa Rica kicked his ass and sent him running back to America.
Then why don't we do the same? I, for one, don't intend to let Coldman get his way.
Good idea. I'm glad we have you, boss.
What? I thought it was longer. My name's Yui. Hold on. I thought it says you're marked for 8 a.m. Whatever. You want to take over in half an hour? I'll make a little bit of progress. Take over at 6 a.m. here. Anyway, that's half an hour. So what time do you want to start? Give me a time and I'll run with it. Ew, did I just go to Versus Ops? No. Okay, so 2.5 hours. Let me pause. Obstacle demolition. Destroy the obstacle in the cloud forest. Clear path forward. Alright.
Clear the rubble in the cloud forest that's blocking our advance. Some C4 could make short work of it. If you succeed, our efforts in this area will be made that much easier.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know. What do we need? E4. Mealer.
To destroy the barricade north of the village, you'll need Composition 4 explosive. You've handled C4 before, right, Snake?
Yeah. I've been a regular user since the days of C3.
C3. Oh yeah, I remember. That stuff got brittle and useless in cold temperatures, so they upgraded. C4's a moldable plastic explosive. It's very stable and won't explode without a special detonator. Light it on fire and all it does is burn.
A lot of American soldiers in Vietnam used to use it as fuel.
Place it near the barricade and move to a safe location. Then hit the detonator button to blow it up.
I'm on it.
You'll be using C4 for demolition. As you might imagine, it's going to make a big noise when it detonates. For your own safety, make sure you put plenty of distance between yourself and the C4 before detonating it.
Selva de la Muerte, huh? Forest of Death. Wouldn't want to get lost here.
Sure wouldn't. But do not worry. I will be your guide.
Happy to hear it.
By the way, Snake, you know much about sloths?
Just the name.
They are amazing. Sloths spend almost all of their lives up in the trees, except for when they have to go to the bathroom. Plus, they barely eat a thing.
What? How do they survive?
Why do you think they are called sloths? They hardly move, so they hardly burn any energy. They are also able to maintain a low body temperature, lowering their metabolism further and allowing them to survive on very little.
Wouldn't that make it easier for them to get picked off by predators?
They stick to the trees, helping them blend in and stay out of sight. They say there are even some sloths that grow moss when they reach a certain age, like some sort of fairy tale forest hermit, huh?
I knew a great old sniper once. Guess he was even more in tune with nature than I thought.
Old sniper? What are you talking about?
Sabotaging enemy bases is another principle of guerrilla warfare. You will need explosives for that. And naturally, once they detonate, the enemy will know you're there. So you need to make sure you have enough time to get to safety before they go off. Best to plan your escape route before you go and plant the explosives.
Muff.
I just heard footsteps.
Oh, there's a time limit.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete. Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Freeze!
Should have put the sneaking suit on.
Fulton recovery.
I just heard. Freeze! Nothing here. Someone there. Nothing here.
The fuck? What's up, X?
That pile of rubble's in the way. but some C4 should make short work of it. Hey, nothing over there.
Maybe shortcut for the boss.
Can't wait to see what else you can do. Snake, infiltrate Dr. Strangelove's research lab and either deactivate or destroy the AI. The lab's built into some ancient ruins, so find those first.
Oh shit, did I develop chaff? Staff morale is falling. Voice Nugget, C4. Walkman, rank 2. The name's Yui. There we go. Come on. Would you like to view the Metal Gear Zeke development tutorial? Yes. Once Metal Gear Zeke is complete, you can deploy this powerful new weapon to outer ops and other missions. Development of Zeke is dependent on parts collected from all the AI weapons you encounter. The parts you can obtain include armaments such as jetpacks and additional armor. Parts vary by AI. Build your own Metal Gear, and you can even customize it to look different. Cool. I will take a look at that on my main save later. Music Bulge 716.
Snake, infiltrate Dr. Strangelove's research lab and either deactivate or destroy the AI. The lab's built into some ancient ruins, so find those first.
Mr. Miller.
Enemies will try to fight you from different distances, based on the weapon they've got equipped. When you meet an enemy, get a good look at what they're carrying. It can make or break your chances in battle. Enemies carrying handguns and shotguns will try and get in close. That makes them dangerous, but at the same time, easier to hit. Keep your wits about you, and you can turn a threat into an opportunity. Enemies carrying assault rifles and machine guns will usually fire at you from farther away. Use whatever cover you can find, then return fire with a few well-placed shots of your own. Don't expect enemies carrying sniper rifles or rocket launchers to get up close and personal. They'll be constantly moving from place to place looking for an opening to snipe at you. Tricky bastards. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Go with the sniper rifle. Make sure you stay out of their line of sight, and when they expose themselves, take them down.
Expose themselves? No, put your penis away. Mi viejo.
Let's speak in hypotheticals for a minute. Say you wanted to make a clone of yourself.
A clone? Paramedic had the same idea. It's science fiction.
I'm just hypothesizing here. Okay, not a clone then. You have any kids?
Nope.
Wife?
I've never been tied down.
Okay then. So, we're still talking hypotheticals. Say you had a son who'd inherited your genes. Someone with the same combat abilities as you. Would you challenge him to a fight?
Not to sound cocky, but I wouldn't want to do that. No telling who'd survive.
I'll bet. You picked up on the Pupa 5000's combat patterns in seconds.
Only with your advice, Doc.
Well, if anybody could learn to do it just by listening, it'd be easy. But you're a born soldier. Yeah, you must have been born with genes geared for combat. Soldier genes, if you will.
Genes geared for combat? I don't care how advanced their research is. You can't blame genes for everything.
Blame genes? You think it's funny?
What?
You think genes have nothing to do with this body I was born with?
I don't know.
Look, that fear of facing someone of equal ability in combat, imagine that on a strategic scale. That's the concept of nuclear deterrence. The idea is, when all sides are armed with the destructive power of nuclear weapons, they'll avoid nuclear war in order to prevent mutual annihilation.
Doesn't sound all that sophisticated to me.
Exactly. It's so simple in principle. But because it's so simple, whether or not it works properly depends on the people involved. In that sense, what we're looking at now is a malfunction in deterrence theory.
Coldman.
You got it. Please, Snake, don't let deterrence die.
Hey, Doc, what was that you were smoking in the lab? It looked like a cigarette, but it wasn't lit.
Oh, it's an electronic cigarette. I designed it myself. Pretty neat, huh?
Electronic cigarette.
Yep, a liquid in the filter that turns into vapor, and you inhale the microparticles.
So that was vapor.
I'd actually rather be smoking normal cigarettes, but not in that room. The smoke would wreck the precision equipment in there, ruin all its wiring. But the vapor is just steam. It doesn't contain tar or anything like that. So I can smoke it in the lab with no worries.
Nice.
Want to try one?
Nah, I'll stick with cigars.
Yeah, but...
I don't like imitations. The real thing's always better.
Okay. But you know, sooner or later, smoking's gonna become very unfashionable across the world. It hurts you and those around you. Electronic cigarettes might not seem so bad then.
Yeah, when that happens, I'll think about it. You said your dad was involved in the Manhattan Project, right?
Yeah?
And you think that's why you can't walk?
I don't know. Actually, you know, probably not. So far, nobody's found evidence that exposure to radiation in parents causes genetic defects in children, except for those exposed in the womb. Epidemiologically speaking, anyway.
That's the conclusion of the Atomic Bomb Casualty Commission.
Right. The ABCC commenced its study immediately after the war, and it's still ongoing.
Even now, 30 years later.
The effects of radiation exposure last a long time. I'm guessing it'll be another 10 years before we get a real verdict on whether it affects genes. Granted, it's the most massive study anybody's ever done. But that's really all it is, a study. The ABCC brought in bomb victims and ran tests on them, but they didn't treat them.
Really? Them too, huh?
At any rate, that's what my father made me believe when I was growing up.
Maybe it was tough for your dad to explain. Ever think of that?
Yeah, maybe. But this is my problem now, Snake. I have to face the nukes head on, whether I like it or not. My creations are being used for the wrong purposes. The onus is on me to stop it somehow. Help me, Snake.
What? Emmerich's actually inventing things?
Hey, as long as I'm here at Mother Base, why not assign me to the R&D team? You could use a guy like me.
Glad to have you on board. I'm sure Kaz is, too.
Once I've got the necessary materials and design specs together, I should be able to start building you that bipedal weapon platform. Nothing would make me happier than for my research to help put a stop to Peace Walker.
The name's Yui. Right, ID card. Oh yeah, I was gonna put on the sneaking suit, wasn't I? Tropical, thanks for that DRK sub.
Stealth.
Alright, I gotta redo the whole thing. What else should I bring? I do have chaff on me. Okay.
I wish there was something I could do. Be strong, Snake. Fun view, huh? It is nice to stop and enjoy the scenery every now and then.
We're counting on you, boss.
Look at that. Mother Nature's paintbrush at work.
Oh, God.
Look at...
A fall from there would be certain death, even for a Superman like you.
Promise me you won't read that letter.
Why would you mention it again?
A fall from there would be...
Snake, help us reclaim peace.
His pathetic simp letter is so bad.
Some scouts are really hard to spot because they use grass or dirt to camouflage themselves. They blend right in with the natural surroundings.
One.
Snipers and laser sights are a deadly combination. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
There he is.
Freeze.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed.
Head for Strangelove's lab.
That American, Huey. Can we really trust him? That letter bothers me.
What the fuck? So what? We all read the letter already, I guess?
Shouldn't be long before you get to those ruins now.
There may be snipers hidden in the jungle. Be careful.
Well, that Tomb Raider 1 to 3 remaster is supposed to come out soon. So I'll be playing them then. Not that I don't know if I'll finish them again or not, but we'll see. That won't be here. That'll be on my solo channel. POW.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
We had a mule in my house once. He was a real hard worker. Sorry, but even just hearing a colibri song makes me weak in the knees. Some soldier, huh?
Hey, you pleb.
Our future is in your hands.
If anything looks suspicious out there, check it out.
Hey,
Tu m'as trouvé. C'est moi le loup.
French. Fini de jouer à cache-cache. Dis-moi qui tu es.
Please, do not kill me.
You're no soldier.
I am a tourist.
What's your name?
Please.
What are you doing here?
The
feel Cosima coming near. You're not one of the soldiers? Please, lower your gun. Who are you?
I'm an ornithologist.
A poacher?
The gun's for self-defense. I'm looking for that one rare bird in Costa Rica.
Which one? The Quetzal?
Right, the Quetzal. They're rare, but they're not covered under the Washington Treaty.
The resplendent Quetzal is red-listed.
Really? You know your stuff.
I am an ornithologist myself.
Well, we'll have to compare notes later. Here, drink some of this.
You saved me. They told me this was a paradise. That there were more rare birds here than anywhere else. That there was no war here. That it was safe. They told me it was every birder's dream. But they were wrong.
What happened?
If only I had not recorded that stupid voice.
Voice?
I was trying to capture the Quetzal song. Making my way through a thicket, I saw immense runes towering before me.
I chase it away. It will bite you unless you kill it. Go home.
You're the one who made the tape.
I am loyal to myself. Who's there?
I was captured by that woman. But she was kind. She gave me food to eat and even bathed me herself each day.
Nice.
But she said I could go home in a month. So whatever you do, don't take off the blindfold. Do so, and you will never leave here.
Guess you didn't listen. How'd you escape?
I waited for an opening. Stole an ID card. They almost caught me, but I managed to elude them.
You made it this far and then succumbed to exhaustion.
I was barefoot, with no supplies. Oh, I am so sorry. I drank it all.
That facility. Did you see anybody else in there?
Well, there was another woman, but I never saw her in person. Because, you know, the blindfold. Oh, yes. She often sang.
Sang?
It was such a strange song.
What kind of person was she? Could you tell anything from her voice?
I don't know. I don't even know why I was held a prisoner. They confiscated my equipment, my supplies, my passport, money, everything. The only thing I was allowed to keep were my undergarments, so that I would not be able to escape. And now, I am without even the means to prove who I am. I will not make it home to Paris like this.
In that case, come to our place.
Huh?
You don't need a passport there. Don't even need a name. If you want to go back to Paris, we'll take you there anytime.
What I want is a shower, a change of clothes, and a cigarette.
I've got a cigar. It's Cuban.
No French cigarettes? I prefer unfiltered.
Fresh out. But come back to my place, and you can have all the French cigarettes you want.
It sounds like heaven.
Close, but not quite. Outer heaven.
It is sounding better all the time.
So, you must have gotten a look at the facility when you escaped, right? What's in there?
Lots of machinery. A big computer, like you would see in the university.
What about the room where you heard the voice? Anybody in there?
I don't know. There was a tube. A large tube in the back. When I approached it, I heard a voice.
What did it say?
Jack. Yes, it simply said Jack over and over.
Jack.
Listen, you've got to get me out of here. I really need a shower.
Wait here. I've still got business to take care of.
What? You're not thinking of going in there, are you? You can't leave me here.
Relax. I'll have some friends pick you up.
This is Miller.
One for recovery. A civilian.
Snake, we don't have room for any more civilians here.
Not even for a blonde Parisienne.
A what? So she's, pretty foxy?
See for yourself. If what she's saying is true, I think we found Paz's friend.
The missing one?
I'm thinking that she's the one that made that tape. Have her listen to it when she gets there.
So she's safe then. Good news.
I'm sure Paz will be glad to hear it.
You bet. Snake, the ruins are just up ahead. Head north.
On my way.
What about me?
Stay put. Ever wonder what it's like to be a bird?
Huh?
All right.
I believe in you, Snake. You are doing great, Snake. Peace.
We're counting on you, boss.
Tap that ass.
Someone's firing at us! Going to alert status!
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements. Proceed with extra caution.
Is someone there?
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Guess not.
Guess not. Is there a POW in this area?
What's that? Who's that? Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
This is patrol. All clear.
Our future is in your... We're counting on you, boss.
Promise me you won't read that letter.
Shut up about the letter.
I'm a sucker for French women, too. But right now, I need you to go meet Dr. Strangelove.
Your objective is a research facility disguised as ancient ruins. It's on the other side of the cloud forest.
What's that?
I wouldn't mind reading Huey's letter myself.
No. There he is. Oh, I ran out right at the POW. That sucks.
What? It won't open. Damn.
It won't open. What's wrong with it?
Break marker, supply.
Snake?
Huey, your ID card isn't working. It won't open the lock.
It can't be.
What's going on?
She hates me that much? Strangelove's in charge of authorizing IDs. Sometimes a working card has its privileges removed. Say, if she decides she doesn't like that card's carrier.
You think that's what happened?
Well, I was never exactly her favorite.
Oh.
Well, this could be tricky. The soldiers outside aren't allowed in the lab either, so their cards won't do you any good.
Great.
Snake,
Kaz, where's Cecile?
she just got here. Hold on.
Snake!
Cecile, how'd it feel to fly?
Wonderful. For a moment, I felt what it must be like to be a bird. It almost made me want to give up my research and get a pilot's license. Did you need something?
You said you'd gotten an ID card, right?
Yes, but it was confiscated when the guards got me.
Who took it? What did he look like?
He had an orange jacket. I cannot recall his face, though.
Yeah, they all look pretty much the same. Where did it happen?
Let me think. Ah, yes! I do remember hearing the song of a nearby Quetzal.
Just what I'd expect from a birder.
Would you like to hear it?
Huh? What's that song?
It's my Quetzal. I took it with me when I was rescued.
Didn't you say something about them being covered under the Washington Convention?
Just kidding. That was just me. An imitation. An essential skill for any ornithologist. Pretty good, no?
Damn good.
If you want to hear the Quetzal song again, just let me know. I can tell you all about the birds of Costa Rica, too.
Yeah, will do. Thanks, Cecile.
No. Thank you, Snake. Talk to you soon.
Kaz, did you play that tape for Cecile?
I sure did. It's hers, all right.
Then she must be...
She's not. Cecile says she's never even met Paz.
What?
She's at least 10 years too old.
What?
I'm guessing Paz convinced herself that it was the tape her friend made. But never mind that. Let's go over what we know so far. The soldier with the ID card is wearing an orange jacket and is in a location where you'll hear Quetzal singing. Find that soldier, retrieve that card.
Back to Mother Base. Heal. Old rank 3. Fucking never have enough food. How many people do they have? Already 140? Or mate, lime soda? Run into. I feel like I should. That's a big hit. Puts Cecile in the kitchen where she belongs. Anybody else left to say? Didn't I listen to all these? Oh, gorilla. Whatever. Ghillie suit. Soldiers.
Scouts are outfitted with camouflage to help them hide. Some of them look kind of weird, like they've got seaweed growing all over them.
Ah, ghillie suits.
Not much difference between them and any other scout in terms of combat ability, but it does make them harder to spot.
I'm sure it does.
You've come across these before?
Yeah, the Soviet Union. The first time, it took me a full hour to find the guy and take him out. Kaz, do you know what they shine?
Shine? Like how?
Like, from their heads.
Their heads?
How about their hair? Do they have a lot of it?
What are you talking about? How the hell would I know?
How about a parrot? Did anybody hear a parrot squawk?
A parrot? Look, Snake, you're talking to the wrong guy. I mean, Cecile's the bird expert. Wait a second, what am I saying? You're not making any sense to begin with.
Never mind. It's a long story. I'll figure it out another way. Forget about it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Anyway, we've already lost too many good people to these surprise encounters. Make sure you don't end up like one of them.
Did anyone hear a parrot?
What's wrong, Kaz? You sound beat.
Yeah, the problems never seem to end around here.
You should take a break. Share a cup of mate with the other guys. It'll give you a chance to connect with them.
I wonder if Che and his men ever sat around and drank mate.
I bet they did. Che was famous for his love of the stuff.
Oh, man, whoever thought of this was a genius. You can put it in a gourd and carry it around, and there's a special straw with a filter attached so you can drink it any time.
That's not all. It's full of essential vitamins and minerals, too. Nice to have in a guerrilla war when food is short.
Yeah. Wish I had a chance to share some with the blonde Parisienne when I was out hiking.
Well, how do you know about that?
It takes a thief. Or should I say it takes a snake to know one. Snake.
Takes a perv to know one. Snake.
You can steal items from soldiers by putting them to sleep or knocking them out and then doing a body check. Get close to the unconscious soldier and press the action button when you see the icon. Or you can sneak up on them from behind and do a hold-up. It also works if the soldier's near death. Keep in mind though, if you wait too long, you'll have a dead soldier instead of a dying one. And you can't do a body check if you're holding the Fulton recovery device either. So don't try.
La Ruinas de Xochiquetzal will be around there. They have not been restored at all, so they may well be covered in plants.
Xochiquetzal?
An Aztec goddess of fertility and beauty. They say she was always accompanied by birds and butterflies. One theory states she was the mother of the god known as Quetzalcoatl.
Quetzalcoatl.
The Quetzal is said to be an incarnation of Quetzalcoatl, hence its name.
I get it. Well, this place definitely matches the atmosphere of a cloud forest.
Now, it may have seen better days, but that is still a temple, so be sure to show respect when you're inside.
If the mood strikes me.
Well, you've got no one to blame but yourself if Xochiquetzal strikes you down. I do not know if I recall such large ruins being there.
Well, didn't you say there's a lot we don't know about Costa Rica's ancient civilizations? You talked about some giant stone balls, too. What are those?
Oh, the stone spheres of Costa Rica?
Giant
They're an
stone
assortment of giant
balls.
spheres carved from stone that were discovered in the jungles of Costa Rica about 50 years ago.
What's so special about that?
What if I told you some of them are nearly perfect spheres, and that they were carved out of granite, which is quite a hard substance?
Fuck.
Could
My
be
balls
good
are
for
like
laying a
shaped like
trap.
eggs, kind of.
And if they're spherical, they'd roll easily, too.
Perfectly spherical
Snake.
balls. Have you ever had a rank vagina in your face? Actually, if you're talking to me, yes. The pussy was rotten.
Snake, be careful when going through areas you've passed through before. The enemy could be waiting to ambush you. And do you know how to identify the soldier with the ID card?
Yeah, Cecile told me.
Dude
He's
who's
in a
obsessed with
forest
stench
some
snakes.
Quetzals wearing a orange jacket.
He'll be from the lab, probably out on patrol. Do a body check to see if he's got the card.
Did you see a Quetzal snake?
Yep.
What do you think? Did it look like a snake?
Huh? No, it didn't look like a snake.
Oh, really? Must be different from the Quetzalcoatl then.
Quetzalcoatl.
A winged snake from the Mayan and Aztec legend.
A winged snake.
Weird, right? I bet it's you and May. Amanda and everybody says Quetzalcoatl is a Quetzal in the form of a god. But there's no way anybody mistake a snake for a bird. I think the legend of Quetzalcoatl came first. Somebody saw it and adopted it as their god before they saw the Quetzal. After that, somebody saw a bird that looked like the image of the god, and so they named it Quetzal.
You mean it happened the other way around?
Well, if you ask me, the Quetzalcoatl was probably a pterosaur that survived. I mean, it's got wings and it's a reptile, so it probably looks kind of like a snake, right? Pterosaurs live on in Africa even today. They're called the Congamato and the Elitsiao. So it makes sense that there'd be pterosaurs on the American continent too, and that they survived until the Mayan and Aztec eras.
Well, lucky for us, they're not still around today.
Who says they aren't? The dinosaurs supposedly died out 65 million years ago, and the Aztec civilization only rose about 600 years ago. If they managed to survive 65 million years, surely they couldn't be wiped out in 600. Pterosaurs survive today in the African countries of Cameroon and Congo. Each tribe calls them by a different name, like Congamato or Litsiao.
There sure are a lot of dinosaurs running around the Congo.
Well, a lot of the land hasn't been settled by humans yet. They've survived all this time, just undiscovered by man. But they're finding fossils in America too. This one they found 3 years ago in Texas had a wingspan of more than 12 meters. If I saw a gigantic pterosaur like that, I'd probably call it a god too. Yup, I'm sure that's what the Quetzalcoatl really is.
The seal, Cosima Caminares.
That was some escape you made from Strangelove's lab.
Security inside was not so tight. The door to my room was locked from the outside, of course, but she took off the blindfold at bath time, so she could wash my hair.
Pretty luxurious treatment for a prisoner.
Wasn't it? She wouldn't undo the handcuffs, but she washed my body for me instead.
Nice.
With such gentle care.
Why'd you run away? Didn't she say you could go home in a month? If your escape attempt failed, you'd be in greater danger than before.
I was supposed to be giving a presentation on the distribution of Costa Rican bird species at a conference. The date was approaching quickly. So, I pretended I had to use the toilet and made my escape. I found an ID card and searched everywhere for my equipment and my tape. But a soldier saw me. It was a miracle I managed to get away. There was no time to find the tape. I do not care about the conference. I am lucky enough to still be in one piece.
You bounce back quick.
You don't?
Not sure. I try not to dwell too much on the past, but...
Then don't. There is no point. I'm so glad to be out of there. I never felt safe, you know?
Tell me about it.
Well, I think she's interested in women. And I think she took a fancy to me.
Oh, well, that's,
Besides, it is much nicer here.
Was it just the two women in the lab?
Most of the time, oui.
And one of them, you only heard her voice, right?
Yes, that is correct. Such a wonderful voice. It sent chills up my spine.
What was the other woman like?
Ah, don't even think about it. She has not the slightest interest in men.
No, it's part of my mission to...
Only teasing. Let me think. I believe she was in her 30s. Pretty, with a good sense of style, but austere in her tastes. A very unusual woman.
And she was doing research on AI?
AI? So that is what she was up to. You know, she did say something interesting. That people should not be going into space. That it is too dangerous.
An automated control system for rockets, then.
She said something about wanting to get closer to her dying wish. I think she must have been talking about an old lover.
Lover? You mean another woman?
My, aren't we curious about women and other women? You want to hear the terrible things she tried to do to me?
That's not what I meant.
It's all right. You can be honest.
You two seem to get along awfully well together.
No, not at all.
I think you're hiding something.
Never mind. Aren't you supposed to be looking for the Quetzal? Here, I'll demonstrate its call for you.
I knew it. Let's go over this one more time. First, I need an ID card to get into the lab.
That is correct. From the outside, it looks like any other room. But on the inside, it is a state-of-the-art research facility.
And your ID card got taken away from you by some guy in an orange jacket.
Exactly. I had a Quetzal singing nearby. It has not been that long since it happened.
It could be tricky if he's out on patrol, but if he's a stationary sentry, you don't think the Quetzal's moved?
Its nest is probably nearby. I do not think it will go away anytime soon.
Good. I'll get on looking for that soldier.
If you forget what it sounds like, I will do the call for you again. Just give me a call anytime you'd like to hear it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let me get this straight. You were in Costa Rica as a bird watcher?
Yes, I was. Not for pleasure, though. I am a researcher, after all. I am studying the distribution of Latin American bird species. With today's compact cassette tape recorders, even a woman like me can carry her recording equipment by herself. But it was a mistake to come alone.
Even so, there sure are a lot of wild birds in Costa Rica.
Aren't there? Over 800 different species. said to be more than 10% of all living bird species on Earth. How many can you name, Mr. Ornithologist?
Hey, I was just trying not to scare you.
You should at least have a basic knowledge of Costa Rica. How about this? I will give you a thorough education, Mr. First-Time Ornithologist.
Okay. Start by telling me about the Quetzal. Cecile, what's that machine you said you used to make those recordings of yours? Cassette, something or other.
A cassette recorder, or a cassette denske, as they say in Japan.
Yeah, that. What is that thing, anyway?
A portable recording device released last year by a Japanese company, Sony. It uses compact cassettes, making it far lighter than open-reel machines. It still weighs 5 kilograms, but the exercise won't kill me.
Ha!
It is user-friendly, too. All the buttons have markings on them, allowing you to operate it without looking at it. Can you imagine missing the shot of a lifetime simply because you blinked?
Oh, that would be devastating. But where'd they come up with Densuke? Sounds like a Japanese name.
Allow me to field that one.
Kaz?
Densuke is a nickname that comes from the name of an old manga character.
Was he some recording nerd, too?
Don't give me that. Recording atmospheric noises is an exhilarating art. There's nothing like capturing the real world in action on tape. It's just like taking pictures with a camera, only with a microphone instead of a viewfinder.
Oh, sure.
Listen to a tape with your eyes closed, and the scene just bursts to life in your mind's eye. Tell him, Cecile.
Absolutely. When I listen to the sounds of the birds in my apartment, it is like I am back in the forest where I recorded them.
See? She's a Parisienne. She knows what's chic.
If you say so.
And what do you like to record, Monsieur Miller?
Me? Steam locomotives, no question. The roar of the engine, the throaty steam whistle. More animal than machine. Don't get me started. Steam locomotives are a dying breed in Japan. I wouldn't mind going back for a bit and making some new tapes while I still can.
You are less civilized than I thought.
Less civilized?
I detest those beasts. The noise frightens off all the birds. Then there is the smoke. I much prefer the peace and quiet of the forest.
Cecile, wait. That came out wrong.
Sure it did.
All right. What do you want to know about quetzals?
Give me the basics. Something that'll help me find one.
Okay, then. First of all, as I'm sure you remember, the quetzal's wings and back are emerald green, a dazzling blend of viridian fading into blue. Its belly is brilliant red, and its tail feathers are white. Such a gorgeous bird. Also, the male has 2 long decorative feathers, but only during breeding season. Among birds, males are usually more beautiful than females.
Like a peacock's tail.
Yes, just like that. It is interesting to note that while their bodies are only 40 centimeters long, many quetzals reach over a meter in length when you include their decorative plumage. Quetzals typically build their nests by making holes in dead trees with their beaks, about 3 to 4 meters above the ground. They are omnivorous and eat everything from nuts to lizards.
Where can I find one?
Their habitat stretches across the entire tropical cloud forest. You may end up having to rely on its song to find one.
Good to know.
I will do an imitation. Listen closely.
Hey, not bad.
Shall I do a chicken next? Cluck, 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 buck, buck, buck.
No thanks. That's enough.
Are you sure? How about a monkey?
Yeah, don't need that either.
Oh, all right then. Costa Rica is the home to many hummingbirds as well. The people here call them colibri.
Colibri, huh?
Hummingbirds are the world's smallest birds. Although they can vary from species to species, Most are around 10 centimeters in length, and the smallest no more than 5. It is amazing to think that something so small can still be a fully developed bird.
I think a bird that tiny would get mistaken for a bug.
Actually, they are often mistaken for sphinx moths. The little darlings feed on flower nectar, and their beaks are long and thin to help them drink up the nectar. They beat their wings far faster than any other bird. The smallest ones over 70 times a second. Can you imagine?
What for?
They hover in midair while they suck their nectar. They can even fly straight backwards.
Hovering. Like a helicopter. That's why Amanda and her unit called that chopper Colibri.
I think it is an insult to the birds to give their names to weapons. Don't you?
Don't ask me. Ask the birds how they feel about it.
Have you ever heard of the mannequins?
Never.
Unbelievable! You came all the way to Costa Rica and you've never even heard of them?
I didn't come here to look at...
Mannequins are known for their beautiful courtship dances. The orange-colored mannequin is said to live on the Pacific side, the white-bearded mannequin on the Caribbean side, and the long-tailed mannequin is in the Central Basin. The long-tailed mannequins are especially distinctive.
What's special about them?
First, each young male picks an older male to teach him how to dance. Then, teachers and pupils all get in a group and dance for the females. However, only the teachers get paired off with females. The pupils practice their technique for 7 years before striking out on their own and finding their own pupils.
I guess it takes time to get good at anything. Whether it's dancing or soldiering.
Mannequins always have plenty to eat. Apparently, that is why they have so much free time to practice dancing.
Unlike us, obviously.
Another well-known bird of the cloud forest is the three-wattled bellbird.
Wattled? What the hell's a wattle?
It is just like your beard, Snake.
What?
It is a piece of flesh that hangs down from its chin. Kind of like whiskers, but not made of hair.
A hanging piece of flesh.
Oui, and it only grows on males.
Nothing more important to a man than his beard. So, these birds are in the cloud forest too?
They are normally found in the lowland rainforests, but they migrate into the highland cloud forests during breeding season. What the three-wattled bellbird is best known for, though, is its loud call. It makes these metallic bong and ding sounds, hence the name bellbird. It hardly sounds like a bird at all. Even an expert bird caller like me cannot do it justice.
Oh, it doesn't sound like I'll be mistaking it for a quetzal.
Do you know the national bird of Costa Rica? Honestly, and you call yourself an ornithologist? The national bird of Costa Rica is the clay-colored robin. It's a plain-looking brown bird found throughout the country.
Why'd they make it the national bird then? Are there all kinds of better-looking birds like the quetzal?
Ah, the clay-colored robin has the most exquisite song. And I think it is part of the Costa Rican national character to choose a bird everyone knows and loves over prettier ones.
Somehow these people don't strike me as being very Latin.
Speaking as an ornithologist, I am rather happy with that choice. Not all birds have to be pretty. Oh, and just so you know, the quetzal is the national bird of Guatemala. The scarlet macaw and the great green macaw are also representative birds of Costa Rica. Macaws are a type of parrot, enormous, stately birds.
Macaw. I think I've heard that name somewhere before.
But of course you have. You are an ornithologist, no?
Stop it!
So, tell me, where do macaws live in Costa Rica today?
Oh, come on now.
I am only teasing you. Macaws live not in the cloud forests, but in the rainforests on the Pacific side of Costa Rica. In the past, They were a common sight all across the country. But lately, the population has decreased dramatically. One possible cause is the pesticide sprayed to facilitate large-scale banana cultivation.
Evicted from their own land, huh?
Thankfully, conservation efforts have been gaining some momentum lately.
Snake, to gain access to the lab, you'll need an ID card. You can get one from a guard in an orange jacket stationed in an area where you can hear Quetzal singing. To get the ID card from the soldier, do a body check. You've got to get inside that lab before the AI gets shipped out. Get a move on.
Let's go.
There's supposed to be a Quetzal singing close to where your target is located. Keep your ears open.
Freeze.
Once you know which soldier has the ID card, do a body check. To do a body check, first knock the soldier out, put him to sleep, or hold him up. That works too.
Oh yeah, they block it. I forgot.
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements now.
Oh, we're looking for orange coat guy. Oh, someone saw me right at the end of that area. Jesus.
Fulton recovering a helicopter is complete.
Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Not again. I'm getting sick of that. There he is. Okay. I just saw him.
The enemy's here!
Snake, Pick it up.
Oh.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
I've got to go away for a couple minutes to answer my door, guys. I'll be back. Oh.
I believe in you.
That's nice.
could contain information vital to our mission.
Oh, God, no. Keep fucking talking about it.
Huh, nothing. He's here! Hear that? Gunshots!
Fuck's sake. I didn't mean to pull out the gun.
It's the enemy! Send reinforcements!
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements now.
Fuck off. Oh, you gotta get rid of him for this part, don't you? Fuck off. Oh, it's right there. Fuck you. Wow, I actually died. It's been a while since I've died in Peace Walker.
Are you alright? Snake? Snake!
That scream for Snake not nearly as good as MGS1. Fuck. Where am I?
There's supposed to be a Quetzal singing close to where your target is located. Keep your ears open.
Really? I gotta redo the whole thing. Come on.
The enemy! Freeze.
That's so stupid.
Freeze.
Once you know which soldier has the ID card, do a body
So
check.
stupid they have to
do
start
a
the whole
body
thing
check,
again.
first
Fuck
knock
off.
the soldier out, or put him to sleep.
I was going
Hold
fast
on.
for a reason,
That works too.
but of course it fucks me over. Oh.
Once you know which soldier has the ID card.
Shut up.
Well, pretty good, hmm? You're doing great, Snake. Peace.
He's here!
Quick, hide.
It's the enemy!
Please, Snake,
Send
get
reinforcements!
out of there.
But he can spawn in like 3 different areas. Oh my fucking god. Oh, come on. I didn't know you could interrupt a CQC chain. There he is.
Freeze.
You'll have to unequip the Fulton recovery device before you do the body check. Snake, pick it up.
Okay, can I get out of here? Okay, oh, this area. Still down? Nice. How are they? Forever holdups.
Excellent. It's open.
It can't be.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss,
And who might you be?
you. Dr. Strangelove, I presume.
I've been waiting, Snake. Yes, waiting without joy or pleasure. Waiting for the one I despise.
Don't move.
Don't move. You men and your guns. You all say the same thing. I suppose you're here to destroy my research. Yes, I know. Just as I know what you did 10 years ago. Go on. Kill me like you killed her. Kill me like you killed the boss. Kill me!
What exactly do you...
Come on, Snake. Or should I say Big Boss? That filthy title given you as reward for murder. Do you still wear it with pride? You chose a shadowy country over the mentor who made you what you are. You brought despair to good soldiers everywhere. You used the pretext of a mission to kill a true hero. Is that what you call loyalty? Answer me!
The boss.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself?
She betrayed America. She stole a Davy Crockett and then defected to the other side. She used an American nuclear weapon to attack Soviet territory. The only way for Washington to prove its innocence to Moscow was to eliminate the traitor themselves. The boss's death was the only thing that could have prevented all-out nuclear war.
Is that what you call the truth?
It's the truth as it was told to me.
So the truth is that you sullied the reputation of your mentor, the woman you loved most in this world, before you buried her.
It was my mission.
Huh. So that's the conclusion you came to in order to live with yourself.
What's the boss to you?
I'm the one she abandoned when she left this world. I won't rest until I get answers from the woman I loved. You and I are the same. We are the walking dead. Would you like to meet her?
The boss is gone.
Not so fast. You'd like to meet her, wouldn't you? I can arrange it. You took her life. I gave it back.
You what?
Care for a sniff? It's only snuff. You're a cigar man, aren't you? Well, there's no smoking in there, so if you want to meet her, you'd best partake now. Follow me. This is my baby, my morpho butterfly. It's neither pupa nor cocoon, but an imago. A complete individual, in the fullest sense of the word.
Is someone there?
Boss.
We have a visitor. I'll introduce him. Don't try anything foolish. As long as we're in here, I can reduce you to carbon at the press of a button.
Who are you? A man. A warfighter.
Boss. Is that you?
I call it the mammal pod.
Mammal pod?
For my participation on the project, I demanded access to all information on the boss. Everything the CIA had. Her personal history, military records, physiological data, correspondence, the files for every operation she took part in, every decision she ever made at every possible turn, what she took and what was taken from her, her pain and her pleasure, her joy and sorrow, her life and death, and yes, even you.
Why would you do that?
Coldman sought an MAD-based AI that would deliver an effective retaliatory strike against the most appropriate target in response to a nuclear attack from a hypothetical adversary. An unmanned device to act as a deterrent capable of making the decisions and taking the actions that human beings cannot. I therefore concluded he required a cool, calculating machine programmed to inflict swift, sure, and utter annihilation upon the enemy. No retaliation, but he took it upon himself to come up with a different answer. He said he needed the thought patterns of the very finest rational mind, one that thought on a global scale, took both past and future into consideration, and reached the best decision, no matter how painful.
And that's why you asked for everything they had on the boss.
It was the logical thing to do. I knew of only one person who could be entrusted with the fate of the entire human race.
What's your real goal here?
To clear her name. Why was a legendary hero forced to betray her country? Why was she targeted for assassination by you, her most beloved disciple? I have no use for fabrications. I want the truth. The boss's last will. You must be dying to know yourself.
No. She abandoned her country. Abandoned us all.
Really? You think you understand her feelings?
You're trying to recreate the boss's last will. Is that it?
Why don't you ask her yourself, Jack?
Jack? What? Jack? Boss. Jack! Boss. Jack!
Go home. I'm not your boss.
Boss. Go home! No,
Complete your mission, Snake. Extinguish that noble soul once again, if you can.
I'm not your boss anymore. Go home. Why did you come back? Go home. I'm not your boss anymore. Go home. You better stay alive from now on. Go home. I'm not your boss anymore. Go home. Go home. I'm not your boss anymore. Go home. Go home. I'm not your boss anymore. Go home. Go home. I'm not your boss anymore. Go home.
What is this? This response? Oh God! Discontinue!
I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
That's the way a soldier's supposed to think.
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack. I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Jack, you can't come with us.
Snake, that's the chrysalis weapon Huey was referring to. You know what to do.
Apparently, each part of an AI weapon is connected to a memory board inside the AI pod. Destroying a part will release the lock on the memory board. After that, climb in the pod and you'll be able to grab whichever boards you've unlocked. Only thing is, any parts you destroy can't be collected and reused, so you'll have to decide which is more important.
El Colibri may be powerful, but he can be defeated. Looks like you have a lot of places to hide there. Remember your fight with the other chopper. Guerrilla tactics will be key.
Only this one's got a few more aces up its sleeve.
Yes, it might try to crush you by taking out the pillars. Also, watch out for the smaller craft that abducted Chico. The Chico Libri.
Chico Libri?
It means son of Colibri. If it gets you, you'll just have to wriggle your way out. You might get away if you're lucky.
I'd rather not have to take that chance.
Indeed. That would be best.
Being an unmanned vehicle, the Chrysalis can perform extreme G-force maneuvers that standard aircraft can't. It'll be difficult to counterattack once it's coming at you. I should mention that it's also equipped with a railgun.
A what?
A weapon that fires rounds using electromagnetic force in lieu of gunpowder.
Wait, an electric weapon?
Not exactly. The rounds themselves are conventional shells. It creates force by running an electric current through a magnetic field. Fleming's left-hand rule. Didn't they teach you that at school?
Not at mine.
Oh. Anyway, as the railgun uses electromagnetic force, it needs to charge before firing. Once you see it starting to charge, take immediate evasive action. Also, as with the pupa, destroying the AI will put the unit out of commission. Do enough damage and it'll have to land. Use that opportunity to get in the AI pod. Wait too long and it'll start to repair itself. Be sure to shoot the hatch the moment it lands.
I think I can handle that. Let's rock.
That thing needs to be eliminated once and for all. Those rounds will chew through any wall you try to hide behind. Fog's getting thick. Careful you don't lose sight of that chopper. If you lose sight of the enemy, look for the red line. moving. Use the left stick to break free. They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak. Protect the AI pod to destroy its hatch. It's the solution to get in the AI pod, otherwise it will reactivate. Pull out all the unlocked memory boards. Pull out the memory boards. All the unlocked boards will have icons over them. Any boards you remove can be used to build our own AI. Memory boards have different functions according to the icons displayed over them. Go ahead and take whichever ones you want.
If you attack parts on the exterior of the machine, the memory boards that control those parts should light up. You can tell what a memory board does by looking at its color when it lights up.
Snake,
She played me like a piano.
forget about it. You'll get him back. That is, as long as you've got the will to do it.
I am not giving up.
All right, then. I confirmed the location with Huey. The final testing base for Peace Walker is 15 miles to the north of that lab. It's an underground facility disguised as a rock quarry. All you need to do is sneak in and destroy the AI for good this time.
Right.
Snake, you can destroy it, right?
Yeah.
We all have our limits. Actions beyond our abilities.
Don't worry. I won't screw it up this time.
You're the one who killed the boss. Destroying that AI means reliving that memory.
It's just a machine.
Snake, I'm worried.
Worried?
For the same reason the CIA entrusted the nuclear launch to an AI. A man can condemn a handful of criminals to the death penalty if they're prepared to assume that responsibility. But who among us could do the same to hundreds of millions of innocent civilians? Who could reduce thousands of years of human history to ash in an instant? Could any flesh and blood human being make that decision? No way in hell. No one man could bear the burden of total genocide. It's what's allowed our cowardly species to survive all this time. But for a machine, willpower is no issue.
What are you saying, Kaz?
You're a hero, Snake, but you're not a machine.
That I can't destroy that thing?
That machine's not the problem. It's that the boss still lives inside of you.
Bullshit!
She's dead, Snake. It's time to come to terms with that. Let me put it another way. You've left everything behind. Your country, your identity, your past and ideals. But there's still one thing you haven't let go of.
What are you talking about?
The boss. You still haven't let her go. That's why you're so afraid to find out the truth about her. And that's what's holding you back from your future. Snake, she died a decade ago. How long can you live with a ghost?
Kaz, I thought I knew everything about her. But I still don't understand what happened to her at the end.
There, you're no different from that scientist woman.
When she didn't believe me, I realized something. That debriefing I heard could have been part of the cover story they made up. Now, even I'm not sure what her real intentions were. Why did she take that mission? How did she feel about dying? Why was I chosen?
You want to know the truth?
Ah!
The truth won't change the past. You still want to know?
No. I took on this mission for a kid who believes in peace.
Fine then. There's no point in arguing. Peace Walker is on the verge of completion. Come on, boss. Let's get to that base.
Nice. Wow, it actually gave me quite a few Zeke pieces. course, it gives you like the first or second most useful missile launcher after Chrysalis. But he died from wounds. I never did do outer ops, did I? What else should we make? Best of. The Sonic Eye. Like a poor man's solid eye, sort of. We'll do some outer ops. Would you like to do the outer ops tutorial? Why not? In outer ops, you can send units to conflict zones to participate in combat. Battles will take place as you progress time by completing main ops or extra ops missions. If your soldiers are victorious, they will gain experience, and you will bring in greater amounts of GMP. You can also obtain rewards and what the hell? You can also obtain rewards and new recruits. Recruits. I've never noticed this before. What the fuck is a recruit, bro? Fucking portable ops, or sorry, fucking Peace Walker typo. New recruits. However, if you're defeated, soldiers may come back injured or not come back at all. Max to sustain damage in battle can be repaired by temporarily removing them from combat lineup. And to concludes the tutorial. Send somebody out. Resend. Is that shitty thing? Packet full of dudes. Recruits. Also another mech out there. You gotta do a mission and then come back for one of these to be completed. Oh God. Hal, or what's his face? I almost said Hal. Huey ranting about 2001.
You ever see the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Can't say I have.
Fantastic flick. The outer space special effects are incredible enough, but the depiction of AI is what really stands out.
There's an AI?
Yeah. a spacecraft pilot AI called Hal. It plays a major role in the story. Dr. Strangelove loves it too. Did I ever tell you about the time we first met up in Costa Rica?
No.
You know how she hates men, right? So we hadn't seen each other since NASA, and we just weren't hitting it off. Until we started talking about Hal. And then she started going off. The way she talked about it was so intellectual. The way she analyzed every plot detail, how passionate she was about the AI. It made me fall for her all over again. You know what? Here's to Hal for bringing her and me closer together. You should ask her about 2001 too. Then you'll understand just how amazing she is.
Amazing, huh?
Hal. Now there's a good name.
You said you could do a monkey call.
Yes. Want to hear it?
Yeah, I won't be able to get it off my mind until I do.
All right. Here it is then.
That's pretty good.
I can do others too. Like a sheep, a pig.
Yeah? Wow. What about a pig?
She doesn't get
That's
pig.
Uncanny.
Oh, I can do a rabbit as well.
A rabbit? Rabbits make noises?
Certainly, but they are very faint. So perhaps only someone who has owned one would recognize them.
I see. So, what do they sound like?
Listen very carefully.
Okay. Seriously? Rabbits sound like that?
I assure you they do. Listen again.
Never heard a rabbit do that before.
They do. I swear.
Oh, here we go.
Never heard the name Cosima before. Then again, I don't know many people from France. Is it a common name?
No, not that common. But Wagner's second wife was named Cosima Francesca Gaetana Wagner.
Huh.
You know, Kojima is a common last name in Japan.
Kaz?
It's just funny how, I'm part Japanese and Cecile's middle name is so close to Kojima. It feels like destiny unfolding.
You think so?
Oui. That's a beautiful name you have. Cecile Cosima Caminades. Wait a second. Cecile Cosima Caminades. Cosima Caminades. Hey, that's close to...
Close to what?
your name. It sounds almost like the sentence, Kojima Caminades, in Japanese.
And what does it mean, s'il vous plaît?
Well, kami is the word for God in Japanese. Nandesu, well, it's hard to explain.
Nandesu.
But placed after God, it would turn the sentence into, is God.
Okay, so?
Kojima is God. Cecile's name is a message. I don't believe it. Kojima is God. Kojima is God.
Kaz? How are you enjoying Mother Base so far?
Ah, it is wonderful.
Good to hear. I was worried someone as cultured as you would find the plant a little uncouth.
Uncouth? You've got albatross, and frigate birds, and terns, and tropic birds. Seabirds I have never had a chance to see in France.
Oh, well, great.
Sorry, I know I should not spend all day chasing birds. Is there anything I can help with?
I appreciate the offer, but I'm not sure what I could ask you to do.
Well, I'm certainly not cut out to shoot a gun.
Cecile, where'd you learn to move through the forest like that? The birds weren't scared of you at all.
Becoming one with the forest is the very essence of bird watching. They won't behave naturally if they sense a human nearby. And that can really affect your observations.
I see. Kind of like scouting then.
I am also good at spotting birds from a distance, tracking them based on the tiniest of clues, and being aware of my surroundings.
You're starting to sound even more like a scout.
The only way to find a bird is to sink like a bird. Now, think you can find a place for me?
Yeah. Did you live in Paris your whole life before coming here?
Ah, yes. It is my favorite city. Paris is the world capital of art and culture. It has the latest fashion, the best cuisine, and the most elegant, refined people. The beauty of the Champs-Élysées at night is almost unearthly. The name comes from Elysium, the name of paradise in Greek mythology. Heaven, in other words.
Must be nice for some people. Not for me.
Are you saying the cultured life does not appeal to you?
I'm saying I never had a chance to lead one. Not that it appealed to me anyway.
You prefer war?
I don't like war. Life outside heaven just suits me better.
That is a hard way to live. But if you do ever come to France, I will show you around Paris. Then you will see what heaven on earth is really like.
Heaven on earth, huh? The only image I have of France is the Foreign Legion.
Ah, that is how you view France?
What do the French think of them?
It is a difficult question. We normally don't think about it so much.
Well, critics claim it forces foreigners to take on the most dangerous missions, so French citizens won't get hurt.
You are right. That probably had something to do with why it was created. But I understand that along with service comes benefits, such as French citizenship and permanent residency. Those who join are all given an equal chance, regardless of race, religion, education, social status, or national origin. So it can be a godsend for people from poor countries.
A way for the have-nots to live a decent life. I guess that's not so different from MSF.
Right, pause this tape. So this is what they were just talking about. The Strange Love cutscene.
Number of warheads detected by the dew line.
57.
Number of MIRVs included.
Minimum 29, maximum 35.
Target region.
United States, East Coast.
Estimated time of re-entry.
2048 Zulu.
President selected attack option.
Unknown.
The president is dead.
Unknown. Communication has been lost.
I select Offutt Air Force Base as my target.
Offutt? But that's a U.S. base. What on earth do you mean?
Based on the projected number of incoming warheads, Washington, D.C. is presumed destroyed. The president is most likely dead. The U.S. government's control lost.
I realize that. So why not retaliate?
With both sides destroyed, global anarchy would ensue. Recovery would be difficult. The United States' nuclear strike capability must therefore be neutralized in order to preserve the communist bloc, where government remains largely intact.
You're siding with the enemy. You can't be serious.
Tell me, how do you define enemy? There are no borders in this world.
The same conclusion again and again. Where is the flaw? All right, let's try something else. Commencing test.
Understood.
You're crossing a suspension bridge.
Is this my mission?
Yes, your destination is the other side. The bridge is wide enough for only one person to pass at a time. A man is approaching from the opposite side. He's carrying a gun.
I shoot him.
Suppose he's your husband.
I shoot him.
In self-defense?
To spare him the grief. One must die, and one must live.
Next question. Your father asks you to fix the roof and mow the lawn. When you climb the ladder onto the roof, the ladder is taken away.
I fix the roof.
And when you're finished?
I jump down. You'll break more than bones at this height. I see no need to change my decision. I have not finished mowing the lawn. I must remain loyal to the mission.
Next. There is a snake in the bushes. It is poisonous. I need you to get rid of it.
I chase it back to its nest.
You can't. The snake's too vicious. It's already killed many people.
I chase it away.
It will bite you unless you kill it.
Go home. Kill me. Kill me now.
Why not kill the snake? Your mission is to get rid of it. Is this what you call loyalty? What are you loyal to? Country? Ideology? Feelings?
I am loyal to myself.
Who's there?
Who's that? Intruder!
Snake, the Peace Walker platform and AI have been shipped to the final testing base. Once assembled, it's only a matter of time before they launch the nukes. Hurry!
The nukes.
Stealth.
Solid magazine, a popular pulp magazine. Once set, anyone who notices will stop to read it. Base location to be set ready. Press R1. Same thing basically. Nice, that cover. Cool. MGS magazine. Nice. Kept you waiting.
So tell me, what do they mine around here?
Gold, if I am not mistaken.
Gold? No kidding. I wonder what would be the fastest way to...
I do not know how much success they have had. You do not hear of anyone still operating mines around here.
Oh.
Generally speaking, people here are not too thrilled with outside capital coming in and taking away the country's natural resources. 4 years ago, a group of protesters hurled stones at the Parliament building when people found out the country had been bestowing mining rights to foreign companies.
I remember those barracks. They're full of crisscrossing pathways, so visibility is terrible.
Perfect for sneaking.
That may be true, but it will also be easy to lose your fix on where you are. You could end up bumping into enemies when rounding corners, too.
I'll be careful.
You'll get a better view on the roof, but naturally you will be more easily spotted, and there are few places to hide. If you are going up there, get a quick lay of the land and then come back down. The soldiers there do not have access to many long-range weapons, most likely because of the terrain. A sniper rifle could be really advantageous there.
I'll keep that in mind.
Good luck, Snake.
A base disguised as a mine? We never made it that far. I don't know what kind of place it is, but you better be careful, just in case.
I plan to.
I've heard that the American Army keeps dead alien bodies and UFOs in secret bases.
Aliens.
There are billions of stars in space. You've got to think that at least a few have civilizations more advanced than ours. I'll bet they visit Earth in UFOs. In 1947, the Army actually announced that they had caught a flying disc-shaped object near Roswell, New Mexico. Maybe you don't know about it, but those Army guys, they all know.
Oh, you don't say.
Anyway, there's no telling what kind of mystery weapons they might have stashed up there. Watch your back.
You got it, boss.
Apparently, UFOs are connected to cattle mutilations.
Cattle mutations?
No. Not mutations, mutilations. It's a word I'd never heard before. People have been reporting their livestock dying in mysterious ways near the same places where UFOs have been sighted. They say the bodies are drained of blood and the eyeballs and sexual organs are gouged out.
Wow, when you leave a corpse cut open in a field somewhere, the ground soaks up the blood.
Yeah, but supposedly these cows weren't cut up by any man-made means.
Maybe maggots got to them.
In some cases, they detected radiation.
Radiation?
Even in our own town, we had goats that died in strange ways. Some said they saw a monster. A lizard on 2 legs covered in spines from its head all the way down his back. I wonder if that's what the aliens look like. Or if it was some pet they brought with them.
Either way, doesn't sound like a very advanced civilization to me.
Well, if you see one, tell it I said hi.
Sure, if it speaks human.
UFOs kidnap people, too. You know, alien abductions. You've heard of the Hill abduction, right? That couple back in the 60s? So when I first saw the Colibri, I thought it was a UFO.
The Fulton recovery.
I know those guys are working with the aliens, even if they wouldn't let me see them.
Well, you better not get caught again, or they'll be experimenting on you.
I'd take that over torture. What do you think they look like? Completely bald, maybe, with gray skin and big black eyes? Or maybe they're 4 vara tall and wear skirts?
I kind of doubt it. I'll give you one thing, though. I've never seen anything move like that. Maybe the CIA really did make contact.
You see? It's true!
You see? Settle down.
You want to know something? I once met an alien cat.
An alien cat?
Yep. It was dark out, so I couldn't see too well. But it was a cat with a huge long tail. Its eyes shined in the dark, too.
Most cats' eyes do.
At first, I thought it was a regular cat. But then, it started talking to me. Inside my head.
Inside your head?
He said his name was Altargoso El Baki Muñudad. He'd come to Earth from the Andromeda Galaxy to check out Earth's nuclear weapons.
The Andromeda Galaxy? Mankind's barely made it to the moon. We couldn't possibly launch nukes that far.
El Baki said he was watching over us to make sure we don't destroy ourselves with nukes until the day we humans are ready to join the Space Federation.
It's a shame. This is supposed to be the era of détente, and still we've got people pulling stunts like bringing nukes into peaceful countries. If something ever went wrong and set off a chain reaction of retaliation.
I know. This planet could destroy itself at any time.
All right. Oh my God, chapter 3. What? Someone's found chapter 3 in Peace Walker.
How's the horse doing?
Not too bad. You'd never know he was over 20 years old.
He was hers, after all.
Seems like some part of her became a part of him.
The platform and the cerebral AI are supposed to be assembled at an underground base disguised as a mine. If my guess is right, both of them have already arrived and are being readied for final testing. Destroying the platform will be difficult. I suggest getting up close and destroying the AI instead. Whatever you do, I'm begging you, Don't let my Peace Walker launch a nuke. Hurry, Snake!
Why is Tidus happily bouncing up and down on a dick in chat?
Peace Walkers in a base due west of your current position. Move out.
What's going on? Enemy attack! Here he is! Huh? We're under attack! Going to alert status!
Understood. Maintain heightened alert.
Wait. Oh.
HQ, come in!
This is HQ.
This is patrol. All clear.
Understood. Return to recovery helicopter is complete.
Huh?
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
The fuck? I was about to say nice flower, and then I realized it's two-dimensional. And you can't fucking see it from behind. Something cool here, a little detail. Though Kojima had a hard-on for the first Assassin's Creed. Remember, there's the Assassin's Creed outfit in MGS4. Fuck, how do I get up here again? I don't remember.
Fulton recovery helicopter
Oh.
is complete.
Alright, let's go up here.
Go west, Snake. West.
Shut up. Go where I want. Okay, so here we go.
There's some straw below you. You can dive into it with the action button.
So he says there's straw below me, you can dive in. Look at that. The little image.
Don't want to try hanging? Scared you'll fall off? Don't want to try hanging?
Is that all you're gonna say?
Scared you'll fall off?
That roar was amazing. It was like something out of the circus. I would not mind seeing that again.
Okay, so triangle and Assassin's Creed Snake.
Back in the time of the Crusades, members of the Order of Assassins used what is called the Assassin's Straw Box to hide and get close to their enemies.
Give it a shot.
You can fit up to 2 people inside an Assassin's Straw Box.
Here's the best part of the straw box.
Drag him inside the box.
Come here. Beat the crap out of him inside of it. At that ass. That's everybody now. Kaida, are you there? Oh, someone else is supposed to be taking over. I believe it's Kaida. That's how I pronounce it. The Sonic Eye. Oh yeah, combat operations, right. Develop some more stuff. Holy shit. Let's take a look at the outer ops. Team Alpha has returned. I'll play one of these. So new people can see what it's about. There we go. Nice. The cardboard box tank, hell yeah. Combat ready love block the box. Player 1 serves as driver, player 2 is gunner. Press L1 to go into first person view and R1 to fire. Skip it. Here's the stun version. Same thing. View and R1 to fire stun shells. More. Enemy soldiers began a sweep of the prison facility. The fuck? Those fucking kidnappers. 40, holy shit.
Damn it! You've been spotted by the guards. Take them out before they take you out.
Us? Oh, thank God, Chico's done.
They must have had to clear a considerable amount of forest to open up that mine.
No doubt. So much for any hiding places, too.
And it is not just the forest. Without the proper precautions, the mine's wastewater could pollute the groundwater. And to top it all off, they are developing nuclear weapons there too. How can people care so little about their own country?
I'm not the one to ask about that.
Well, you may have abandoned your country, but you still treasure where you came from.
You think so?
Sure. I know you do.
Paz, whatever you do, never stop loving your country.
Take a look, Snake. That place is as wide open as a soccer stadium. Best to use a long-range weapon you can snipe with.
I can see several exits.
Right. Don't get too focused on any one of them.
Copy that.
Go get 'em, Snake.
Okay, let's see. Had the battle dress at this point.
There's no turning back now, Snake. Wipe out the enemy. Move on. Snipers will get a bead on you from a distance. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not there.
What the fuck? Alarm's going off. What the hell was that? Felt like my smoke alarm went off 4 times and then stopped. What the fuck that was about? There's nothing. No smoke going on in here or anything. I don't think it even has a battery. It's like hooked up to the apartment. Fuck's sake. What a miss. Do not go on the fucking ladder.
They've got rocket launchers.
Ugh. Get the fuck away from me. Out of here. Oh my god. Somehow that missed. That's close. Wait, what? Where the fuck are my supply markers? Really? Come on. Why would I not bring that? Idiot.
Damn it! You've been...
Why would I do that? Dumbass. Waste of time. Wish I had battle dress.
Let's rock. Stealth.
There's no turning back now, Snake. Wipe out the enemy. Move on. Keep your eyes peeled for snipers. A good one can hit you from a mile away.
Attack.
Whoa.
Attack.
They've got rocket launchers.
Fuck you. Suddenly the laser aims perfectly on top of me right at the end.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Fuck you. Weird. Thanks for that DRK sub. Somebody's still here. Fuck's sake. Nice. All right. Looks like Kai is going to take over. Go back to Mother Base for a moment. Oh, thanks for having me, boys. You won't see me again today, but probably another day. And we'll continue this run. Thanks for having me. This stream's gonna drop probably for at least 10 seconds. And then Kai will be back up and he'll be your new host.